Hey everybody, I'm on the Shenzhen subway. I'm headed to Luobo Station where I am gonna go to Hong Kong. My Shenzhen trip is kind of coming to a close. I'm on the last few days in the city. I'm very close to an area with all the embassies I need pretty isolated, so I'm going to get my Vietnamese visa. I'm also going to extend my personal visa here in China one more time, and then on the 7th I'll be able to leave. The subway here in Shenzhen is convenient. You just go to one stop and you can hop over to Hong Kong and then take the train to the island in Hong Kong where most of the hustle bustle is and the embassies and stuff. So my time here in Shenzhen has been great, but it is time to move on. The Shenzhen subway makes it really easy to get over to Hong Kong, and crossing into Hong Kong is kind of a regular thing for most expats, expatriates that live in China for work or teaching or whatever. I get really used to going to Hong Kong. We have to cross over whenever we need to extend our visa, and I thought this was kind of like the norm until I went to Germany and found that you can pretty much cross into most countries without so much difficulty. But there are some select countries that require a little bit of paperwork. And Vietnam is one of them. And Vietnam is going to be the next country I get to after I leave China. Vietnam has visas for 30 days, up to 90 days. I would hope to get a 90-day visa. That way I could take my time with multiple entries, pop in and out of the country. It's a little expensive, but visa cost is part of the cost of doing business for me, actually. Hello from Hong Kong. I arrived today and I'm going to leave tomorrow. This is actually a really quick visit, and it's for a fairly specific purpose. Right behind me, right up there, is the Vietnamese embassy, and Vietnam is the next country I'm going to. And so, I have my Vietnam visa. That'll give me 3 months in the country. I chose a fairly long visa because I am going to leave China, enter Vietnam, cross Vietnam, go into Laos, exit Laos back into Vietnam, and follow the west coast. There has been a few troubling changes in my trip, and the major one is the fact that I'm not going to be able to make it to Mount Everest. I can't make it on the trike the whole way. I had two choices to make. I could either really rush to Vietnam. There's about 8,500 kilometers on the path between where I am now and where Mount Everest is. And if I was to rush there, it would just be sacrificing some of the most beautiful countries in the world in Southeast Asia in order to arrive at Nepal as quick as possible. So instead, I'm still going to take my time, and when I get to the point where I have to get to Kathmandu, I'm going to break the cardinal rule, and I'm going to fly to Kathmandu, climb Everest, and then return to the point where I left off wherever it might be, and then return to the trip according to plan. But Everest is going to be kind of like a sideline instead of like a point along the way. A little disappointing, but it is what it is. It is what it has to be, and I'm not going to ruin the casual pace of this trip because I have to get to Everest. I don't want to rush anywhere. Anyways, I've left the Vietnamese embassy. Now Annie is going to be coming here, and we are going to take a trip to the bank and do a few things for her. But yeah, Hong Kong. You know, Hong Kong is a really diverse and interesting city. I wish I could stay and show you a little bit more. It's kind of like New York, but with an explosion of culture, a lot more than New York City. Because it's centrally located with Asia, and it's such a big economic zone. You have people really, it's like New York on steroids, throwing in a bunch of Asian personalities in there as well. So there's great food, great people. It's kind of mountainous, so you got a great hilly countryside, and yeah, it's just one of my favorites. Okay, so this is a test. We are in Hong Kong, and I bought a gorilla pod, and it's wrapped around this tree right now. I also bought a bunch of other stuff, and Annie likes to make cameos to all of the videos that she's in, so she's acting as a pedestrian as we walk past. Now, today in Hong Kong, it's a little dreary. Normally, it's quite beautiful. We're walking along the, what is it, the Walk of Fame, Mrs. Pedestrian? The Star Walk, and this is cool because it's going to give me an opportunity to wrap the DSLR around all sorts of different things. JaYoe. Hey B, you know what we're going to do today?
Make a video in Hong Kong.
No, we're gonna let you play director. So you are going to be responsible for all the video that we shoot from now on.
So why I have super headache, you know that?
Yeah.
I want scuba diving there. With the burger.
So you got to tell me what shots and where to put this camera.
Okay, first I think we're going to the Starbucks, get one coffee, make me a little bit excited. I had a headache. And then we will go to there.
And then we will go to there.
And we starting moving the camera all the way and focus here. And you talk. And this is the hotel we stayed last night.
Okay. So where are we right now?
We are at the seaside.
In what part of Hong Kong?
Tiansha.
How is Hong Kong different from China?
Hong Kong driving in right side.
That's the difference?
And taxi driver always very old, like grandpa. And their food is very expensive. We went to a restaurant last night. It was not good, and it's like 1,500 Hong Kong dollar. Another difference is people are nice.
The difference? Mm-hmm. The difference between China and Hong Kong is that Hong Kong people are nice. So are you saying Chinese people are not nice? Okay, so we are on the Shenzhen subway headed back to Hong. Oh, we're on the Hong Kong subway headed back to Shenzhen. This was a really quick trip. It had specific purpose in mind, and the weather wasn't so great, so I'm not really going to make a big fuss out of being in Hong Kong. You were yawning? Yeah, see, she's really enjoying Hong Kong. So, we're going to go back to Shenzhen with my Vietnamese visa. Annie had to do some banking, so she did that. And that's it.